Hi everyone, I'm Nate from TheRcSaylors, and I wanted to share this video with you because a lot of people have had a ton of interest in the Proto X FPV. I brought this quadcopter to my parents' house when visiting one weekend, and just to show my dad and my brother how well the FPV worked, I just flew the entire flight only using FPV. You're just gonna have to take my word for it, but this was my first 100% full flight only looking at the transmitter. So it can be done. I'm very familiar with their backyard because I grew up there. But yeah, we'll just kind of watch this flight of me goofing around flying FPV. Love this little quadcopter. If you haven't seen my other videos of the Proto X FPV, please stop by the channel and check them out because I did a lot more work on them than I did with this one. That's my dad. He wanted me to see if I could track a moving target, and you know, for my first attempt at it, it went pretty well. And then that's me in the blue jeans on the deck and my brother in the gray hoodie, and just cats everywhere. There's no sound on the Proto X FPV. There is no microphone, so we'll probably add a little music, and you know, just trying to. I saw a truck go by, so I wanted to chase it a little bit. Right here, I wanted to show the fact that I was actually breaking my own line of sight. I was a little bit scared when I did that. That's why I touched down a few times back here. But I broke line of sight pretty well. I couldn't have flown around there without doing that. Now this point I can fly much better, but this was my first full FPV only flight from takeoff to landing. I crossed the fence into the neighbors. Oh, those neighbors. A little shaky on the descent. It does buffer when descending a little, but it's not the worst quad I've ever seen on the buffer. And oh, it takes a while to get used to. As I said, this is the very first flight, so it's a little rough in spots, but I think I wanted to showcase an actual model of something, that Dad's truck there. I just wanted to kind of circle around it. I remember my brother was constantly telling me right here, be careful, you're gonna hit his truck. And it went pretty well. That's their garage. Dad makes some really cool stuff out of that garage. I've got a sign that he made that says TheRcSaylors. He just very quickly and casually cut it out. Dropped down on the grass there again. Get a little bit of a height test here. I wanted to show my parents the footage of this so they could see a little bit of the neighborhood with, you know, the FPV there, a little bit higher view than what they normally get to see, and you know, that looks really cool. But then I realized if I'm flying only FPV, I couldn't look straight down to know exactly where the trees were, and I didn't want to come down on top of the trees, so I had to have my dad step out in the yard and guide me down. He told me exactly where I needed to come down, and there you see it fighting its own turbulence coming down. But that worked. We got it down safely. I could have gone much higher, but I was feeling a bit more confident. I think somewhere around here I started zipping around a lot faster. For those of you that are curious, the camera on the quad itself records in 720p. This is 100% raw. I haven't color corrected any of this or made any adjustments at all. Just a quick video to share with you guys. I found it interesting and fun, and you know, I thought a few of you out there would too. My eyes were glued the whole time to that monitor. I start zipping around. At this moment is when my confidence boosted just like much higher, because I realized how capable the quad was of zipping around, and now I kind of fly like this every time that I fly the Proto X. It's so much fun to fly around like that. My dad and brother are probably just as good of quad pilots as I am, if not better, and they just hadn't seen anything with FPV before. So I love bringing over new toys and sharing it with them. I mean, that's the best part of this hobby, is just having fun and sharing it with your friends and your family. And I want to encourage that very much to everyone on this channel watching any of my videos. This hobby is totally 100% meant to be fun, and I think that you should try to remind yourself to just go out and have fun with it. I think we're nearing the end of the flight. I generally get about 11 minutes or so of flight time out of this, but not sure how long I flew this one or why I landed it, but there. Ow! I did look up for a second. That is Popeye in the background barking, if you can hear him. That was a really rough landing. I think I tried to catch it, but okay, so we'll call it 95% FPV, and that's it. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know, and maybe we'll start doing a little bit more stuff like this, just not so heavily edited. And even if I'm just recording audio, Popeye still bombs these videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.